So here is the first categorical imperative. Canst thou also will that thy maxim should be a universal law? If not, then it must be rejected. There's a lot there. Um, it's quite simple as a directive, or, I guess the idea is simple, and the carrying out probably not so simple. But what is he actually saying? It's a kind of a rule to keep in mind, to ask this about anything that you are thinking of doing. The word maxim just means rule, general rule. So, what you're asking is first, what is the rule I'm following? Which is not so easy to say in a lot of cases. So, first, you have to imagine whatever you're doing that you're following a certain rule. Let's say that you're waiting for a green light to cross the street, but you see that even though there's a red light in front of you, that there's no traffic coming, and you ask yourself, well, if I were to cross against the light, what rule would I be following? Something like, well, if I don't see any traffic coming, it's always okay to cross the street, even if it's a red light. So that's your general rule. If you see no traffic coming, then you can still cross against a red light. That would be your general rule or maxim. And then you ask yourself, can I will that become a universal law? That is, can I will that everyone act in the same way in the same situation? And then if the answer is yes, I can will that, then you know that it's a moral action to do. If you on the other hand, if it strikes you that would not be a good thing for everyone to do, then you know that it's wrong and you can't do it ethically. So it's a kind of a test. Um, it's an interesting one too. I mean, I think because what it brings out is the demand for consistency. It is whatever we do in life. If we're serious people, and if we take ourselves seriously, and if we take morality seriously, that whatever we do, we should feel comfortable with everyone else acting the same way. If we don't, then we know that there is something wrong with the idea of whatever we're thinking of doing. That is that whatever I think is right, it's something that I should do. I mean, if it's something that I believe that everyone should do, or it's okay at least for everyone to do it, then I think that it's right, or at least it's not wrong. So if I were to go ahead and do it anyway, then I know I'd be making an exception for myself. That is, I'd be inconsistent. Really, I'd be a kind of a hypocrite, really, because I would be saying one thing or believing one thing. This is what's the right thing, what the right thing to do is, and then doing something completely different. So I think the first categorical imperative, which is often referred to as the one about universalizability, is my maxim, my rule of action, universalizable or not. It really has to do with our integrity. It has to do with our commitment to the idea that if you think something is right, you should do it. If you think that something is wrong, you should not do it.